okay, today's last segment is our push-ups and sit-ups. So because I've had shoulder problems from throwing baseball for many years, I can't really do push-ups very well. So I'm bringing in my daughter, Courtney, to do the push-ups. But I will demonstrate the different types of sit-ups that we can do. So after we get done with all of our stretches, we always do a push-up or a sit-up. We do 10 push-ups or 10 sit-ups. Now the 10 push-ups, what we're doing is we're working on building up muscles in our bicep, our tricep, our shoulder blades, and our chest area, and our shoulder area. That's what it's for. If we do them correctly, we should have full range of motion all the way down with our head up. We shouldn't keep our head down when we do it. When we keep our head up, our spine is in line, everything's in line in the back, and we want to have a flat back from all the way from the top of from here up to my head should be a straight line. It shouldn't have where my head goes here and then my bottom goes up and down like this. It shouldn't be a hill. It should be an incline this way. So there's also, that's when you have your feet on the ground and up to the top. But there's also what they call girl push-ups, which I like doing because I could do a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But it's easier. You're not on your toes, you're actually on your knees. So Courtney's going to show us, the first one is on the toes. Okay, her head is going to be up, and her back is straight, and she's going to go all the way down, and then all the way up. That's a proper push-up. Okay, now go to your knee, Courtney, your knees. Now, the same thing is that from here up to her head should be level. It shouldn't be at an angle. It shouldn't be flat. It should be still angled up. So if she moves her feet back a little bit, now we have the angle. So now she's going to do another push-up. See, this is done, it's easier because you're on your knees, you're not on your toes. So it's a lot easier. So you can actually do more reps to get more blood in the muscles to build than you can with your feet. Now the feet, you can't do as many unless you've done a lot and you've prepared yourself for it. So if she goes back to her feet and she does it again, she's probably going to, let's say she can do 20 of these, but if she goes to her knees again, she can do about 40 of these. So actually, when we're talking about building more muscle, you do it with your feet. When you want to get more burning, where you're actually becoming more leaner, you do more reps like she does on her knees. Okay? So that's the push-ups that we want to do, but we want to make sure that when we do them, a lot of kids will get there and they'll put their head down and they'll go, beep, 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 or they'll move their head up and down like this, thinking that's push-ups. What you saw, and kids, when you see Courtney do them, now you'll go, oh, that's what it looks like. That's what I should be doing. And now, since we have all this time off from school, this would be a good opportunity for you to work on them. So when you come back next year, you'll be prepared. You'll be doing them the correct way. So this is a good way of looking at this video on how to do it correctly. Now, the different sit-ups that we have, okay, Courtney, lay down on your back. Okay, a lot of the kids like to go like this. Okay, my feet are next to Courtney's. Her hands are up here by her head, and she's going to come up and do her elbows to her knees sit up. Okay, that's a good way to do it. Do it again. Okay, see how she comes up. Her head comes up, her back is straight, and she's coming all the way up to her knees. Okay, what she's doing is but one of the things that I don't like kids to do, or even myself, is to have my hands behind my head, because the tendency is to pull your head. So if she were to take it like she has grips next to her head, take your hands away from your head, and now pull up. Now she can't use her arms to pull her head up. Now she has to use her abs to pull. She can pull her head up to a certain spot, but then it's her abs and her legs pulling up. Okay? All right, so that's one way. Now, this is what some of you cheaters do at school, is you grab underneath your legs. Do it, Courtney. And now pull your head up, pull your butt. Oh, see, that's cheating. We can't do that. We're using our arms to pull our heads up. Okay, we can't do that. So another way of doing this, and it's a little simpler, it's not as hard as coming all the way with your feet down. We bring our knees up, where our feet are here. Okay, and so her head is back, her hands are at her ears, and she just does what we call crunches. And that's easy. So what you're doing is you're eliminating your feet on the ground and you're keeping your feet up, and all you have to do is come up halfway instead of all the way up. Now, but what we don't want to do is we don't want to relax. We want our body to come up. Don't go all the way down and come back up. We want to make these short, rapid crunches, and that builds up the abs. These are called the abdominals or abs, okay? And so that's another way. Now, another way we can do this is with her feet down, okay? And as she spreads her feet out, she's going to put her hands over the top of each other, and she's going to push her hands through her knees as she comes up. Right there. That's another way. But we also don't have to go all the way up. We can just push like we did the crunches, short bursts. Just like that. That's another way we can do ab work. Okay? All right? And you help her up because she's tired now. But these are ways that we can do push-ups, but do them the correct way. And we can do our ab work, our abdomen work. Because when we think about this, if our abdomen is tight, is strong, our lower back will be strong. If our abdomen is weak, our lower back will be weak. So we have to balance out, we have to understand how our body works. If our quad is bigger than our hamstring, we're going to pull our hamstring. So the quad area and the hamstring area have to be the same. They can't be bigger on one side and smaller on the other. So when you do your ab work, you want to make sure your abs are strong because it's going to take care of your lower back.